Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new day of Road to TCG Worlds 2019. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to leave a like. Really helps out the channel. And if you are watching live with me on Twitch, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. And so we already featured Blacephalon Naganadel, an updated version for the expanded format. And now we're going to be playing with Alolan Exeggutor Garbodor. Now this list, the more I see it, the more I feel like it's all over the place. But I still think it's a potentially solid deck. Titan, thank you so much. 9 months in a row. Thank you so much for resubscribing. Very, very kind of you. And so guys, we have Alolan Exeggutor with Garbodor, and Alolan Exeggutor plays quite differently in Standard than in Expanded. Standard, especially with the CDI being a thing, the deck is basically non-existent because the executes are very frail. However, and the damage output is a bit limited. However, in Expanded, I really like it because not only does Alolan Exeggutor deal a lot of damage and have a lot of HP, 160, and then Tropical Shake deals 20 damage plus 20 more damage for each type of basic energy card in your discard pile, up to 120, you have the Propagation Execute. Therefore, instead of using Bridge at turn 1, you can Battle Compressor and 3 executes away, and you then immediately propagate them back, and you have 3 executes already on your bench, along with the potential to use Sycamore or Cynthia or Colress or N in order to set up. And I think just for the same reason as the previous deck, I'm going to make the change of, instead of 4 Sycamore, I'm going to play 1 Cynthia. The more I think about it, the less I like playing 4 Sycamore. Then we also have the 2-1-1 Garbodor line. We have 1 Trash Avalanche to deal a lot of damage based on item cards. And we have 1 of Garbotoxin to make sure that we shut off abilities if we have a tool card attached to the Garbodor, which we do run 4 of. The main focus of the deck is not shutting off abilities, but it is something that we can use. We also have a Ditto Prism Star, which can be a 5th Execute, or more than likely a 3rd Trubbish. We also have Mr. Mime to protect our executes on the bench, our low HP, 30 HP executes on the bench, with Bench Barrier, and we have Sudowoodo to prevent Zoroark from going crazy on us. We have the Marshadow, the Let Loose Marshadow, and we have a all non-GX theme going. That's why we have Marshadow instead of Lele. Supporters wise, we have 3 Sycamore, 2 N, 2 Guzma, 1 Cynthia, 1 Colress, and 1 Lusamine. Single Lusamine rather than double Lusamine, purely because we do have, or I would love, a Shrine of Punishment to stick for as long as I can, so that's why I have the 1 of Lusamine. We have 3 Berserkers to reuse Supporters. We have 4 Battle Compressor, which not only help in getting executes out, but we are able to just immediately discard the surplus energy that we have no use having in here, like the Dark Energy, Fire Energy, Lightning Energy, and Water Energy. The Psychic is useful, the Grass Energy is also useful. Now that you guys are mentioning it, Muscle Band is probably better than Choice Band, so I am going to make that switch because 130 HP Pokemon are an issue for Alolan Exeggutor. No Teammates. Teammates could also be a good card in the list. Teammates could also be a potentially useful card. Triple Shrine Punishment to get extra damage on GXs, single energy retrieval to get back energy, Dowsing Machine as our ace pick. I did remember to play an ace pick here. Single Stretcher, double Field Blower, and then the 2 Floatstones and the 2 Muscle Bands. Wouldn't you want the Psychic, Mr. Mime, just because attacking and possible opponents Dimension Valley? I mean, the real butter, yes, but also having Metal Weakness in Expanded is better than Psychic Weakness, and realistically, if you are attacking with Mr. Mime, you're probably going to lose that game anyways. I'm not going the Toxic Laser Veerbank route because I did have to fit in the Garbodor line, right? If I didn't have the Garbodors, the Trubbish and Garbodor spaces dedicated to that or occupied, I would have Veerbank CD and Hypnotoxic Laser instead, yeah, to have that extra potential damage. Time and Drummer, Shining Legends, Latios can have double knockout on executes, but Mr. Mime prevents bench damage, so it's still only a single knockout. Teammates could be also a good addition to the deck, perhaps instead of one of the ends, but N plus Garbotoxin is pretty strong. So I'm gonna skip on the teammates for now, but definitely something to keep in mind. Now energy-wise, we have 5 grass, 2 psychics, and then 1 of each of the other energy. You are free to discard grass and psychics at some point because we do have the energy retrieval. So this is the list, this is the starting point that we are going to use. So let's jump into ladder and see what we can do with this deck. See if we can continue our win streak. Okay, so we will call the coin flip and we get it right. Awesome. Hello Jedi, thank you so much. How goes Expanded? Expanded has been working out pretty okay, I would say. Pretty okay. Okay, so this is amazing because the Battle Compressor plus the Ultra Ball will allow us to get Mr. Mime and triple executes and the Marshadow. Now we are up against Seismitoad Garb, so I don't mind that too much, honestly, because we do have typing against the deck. I will, however, discard 2 executes, and I will start off by discarding 1 of the energies. Yeah, simply because triple execute is really cool, just not quite what we need. And now I don't have to let loose, which is awesome, right? Because I did top deck that Cynthia, so that's gonna be pretty useful. And so let's go ahead and Ultra Ball. And let's grab probably the Ditto, right? It's essentially a 40 HP execute that can't be propagated, but it could become a Garbodor as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and Shrine of Punishment. I'm gonna go ahead and Muscle Band the Ditto, and then I'm gonna go ahead and Cynthia. And I can just need to make sure I don't forget to propagate, right? Energy on Trubbish, potentially useful-ish. Not finding a float stone will be a problem, right? So that Trubbish might just end up going down, so I might want a second Trubbish here. I do want to play as many item cards as I can. I think I'm just gonna grab the Alolan Exeggutor, put it in my hand, and then make sure I have... Well, I could have grabbed Trash Challenge as well. That might have been a better call, because I only have 1 Trash Challenge and I do have 4 Alolan Exeggutors, and I do have the Sycamore to just immediately thin next turn. I'll still attach the Psychic here. Worst case scenario, it gets knocked out, and that's another energy in the discard pile, and we'll go ahead and pass a Rooney. What do I think of Vespiquen and Zoroark? Potentially a very good combination as well, although I do think that Zipstrika might be better just because it helps you in the discard and it's a non-GX, right? So that might be a little bit better, maybe. Okay, so Crushing Hammers as well. Thankfully, we do get to attack for a single energy. My opponent does miss the item lock here, which is great. He does miss the item lock, so I'm gonna get rid of this and this. I get an energy to discard. If I had a grass, I would just immediately go after the Trubbish, I think. But I think I'm just gonna Sycamore here. Get another energy in the discard pile. If I get a Floatstone here, that would be amazing. I do not, right? I do not get a Floatstone or a grass. So I think I'm gonna Versus Seeker back the Sycamore. But I also think I'm actually going to Marshadow here. I'm gonna go ahead and let loose. This might be a small mistake, but it does give me a chance to knock this guy out. Okay, doesn't end up happening, right? I will bench this guy. I'll still attach the Psychic in case my opponent whiffs again. And then this Versus Seeker will go towards a Colress, Right, that way I am guaranteed. Well, we could see a Delinquent. Oh no, Delinquent. Did I play myself into Delinquent again? I mean, you're gonna use DCs anyways, right? Oh, please don't have Delinquent. Please don't have Delinquent. Please don't tell me I played myself into Delinquent. Please don't tell me I did that. Oh. After I did that, I was like, oh no. I genuinely thought I played myself into Delinquent range. Okay, so there's Garbodor. We see a Rainbow Energy, surprisingly. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 item cards, and the shrine doesn't get countered. So we could in fact get a knockout this turn, right? Wait, no. How 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 120. The Seismitoad could end up going down, coming into our turn, which is really, really good. Let's go ahead and Power Compressor the egg. No, not the egg, because he could end up setting Garbodor next turn. So I'll get rid of these two, which seem useless, and I'll get rid of the Lightning Energy. And then I will go ahead and... I mean, I do have Knockout, right? I do have Knockout thanks to the Floatstone. So maybe I should just do that and start applying all the pressure. Well... Is getting the KO between turns too fancy? If he finds a counter stadium, he's good. So yeah, let's just get the knockout. I'm sure eventually Garbodor will be able to get a knockout too, because we are putting another item card in the discard pile. So we hit for a lot. We hit for a lot here. And yeah, Pokemon Let's Go is amazing for sure. Pokemon Let's Go is pretty cool. Definitely recommend it. Definitely recommend it. So there's the ability log. There's a Sycamore, but this 100% means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 item cards already. We see a Hypnotoxic Laser. We even have the Guzma in case we stayed asleep. The Guzma could be a knockout on the Garb. That might be what I end up doing if he flips heads here, which he does. So now we needed a Grass Energy. But we can simply take a knockout with the Garbodor. So Garbodor definitely putting in the work. Do I need abilities? So that's the question. I don't think I need abilities, right? I definitely don't think I need abilities this game. So I'm gonna go ahead and attach. Well, maybe I keep this as a way in case my opponent tries to stall. Nah, probably not. I'll attach. I will Guzma, KO a Seismitoad, right? Because Shaman will always be there and it's much easier to knock out. I will retreat and I will take a knockout, and so we could still lose, right? It's gonna come down to us finding another Grass Energy at some point, which we just did. But I fully expect to get End here for sure. Fully expecting to get End here. Trainer's Mail. Pokemon Let's Go is indeed awesome. I've got a shiny Dragonite and a shiny Caterpie in it already. It's been pretty cool. My girlfriend is definitely not jealous that I did that. She loves shiny Dratini. Too bad shiny Dragonite looks so horrible. Looks like a vomited card. Okay, so my opponent benches down the Shaman. Will play Verseeker for Colress, I assume, for 9. So right now he's dealing 50 damage. He needs Virbank City plus a Stadium to not lose this game. But now that my hand has been left intact, I will be able to just attach the grass and get another knockout. And yeah, if you get the Pokeball Plus controller, there's a Mew inside the Pokeball. You know? So my opponent does manage the knockout, but our prize card was a Grass Energy, so we're just gonna deal 280 damage to the Seismitoad. Your favorite game of all time is Black and White 2-Eye Berserk. That's a pretty good game. I think mine is probably Pokemon Diamond. I think mine is actually Pokemon Diamond. So yeah, we're just going through emotions, waiting for my opponent to get the KO, get his first prize card, and then we just eliminate the Seismitoad. So yeah, Seismitoad's popularity is one of the reasons why I do like Exeggutor, because you just get such a free matchup against any Seismitoad deck, I would assume. Crystal was so much fun. My opponent says well played. We will say the well played back, and then we will attach, and we will Tropical Shake. Crystal was so much fun indeed. It's been so long that I tried playing through Crystal, but it's so slow. I have it on my 3DS, but I don't think I even have 2 gym badges yet. I really wanted to play it, but haven't had the inspiration for it. I do like Pokemon Diamond a lot though. Okay. Jedi, there are 2 buttons on the Pokeball Plus. With the center of the Pokeball, that's the joystick, and you can press that. That's the A button, and then it has a button at the top. Like the top part is pushable, and that lets you bring up the menu. Yeah, so all you need are those 2 buttons. Okay, so we're up against Expanded Malamar now. So right off the bat, Sudowoodo is going to be extremely useful. Not as useful as Garbodor for sure, but definitely the best target for the current Flowstone that we have in our hand. So my opponent opens Dawnwings. That's not great for him. I will end up discarding an Alolan Exeggutor. I don't think that's a big deal. I'll definitely go ahead and stick over here. I value setting up way more than conserving an Alolan Exeggutor in the deck. So I'm gonna discard 2 Executes and then an extra energy right into a discard pile. I have 2 Grass Energy prize. That's not great news. I'll go ahead and propagate once only because I do want to get this fire into a discard pile as well. And I will definitely set up a Trubbish because I already have access. That's not a Trubbish. I already have access to Garbotoxin, which is going to be potentially very good. And then I will definitely propagate once, right? I don't think I'll propagate, like I'll keep the other propagation execute in there just in case. Yeah, just in case I need something to discard easier. I do have the Pokeball Plus indeed. Wow, we see a town map right off the bat. Sigilyph GX, double Nest Ball, and a single Level Ball in the prize cards. Why you would play Level Ball and Nest Ball in this, I do not know. The judge on the game? What judge? The one that tells you the IVs? IK Justice? Okay. Y button is activated when you shake the ball. Oh, I did not know that. I definitely did not know that. Okay, so we're gonna get parallel seeded. I'm okay with that because I do have the field blower. And I can discard the floatstone as well. This energy, when you have floatstone, seems like a big waste. Right? Why would you want mystery energy? And then we just lost both of our tool cards, that's fine, because that's one field lore he's not going to have for Garbodor, right? Which is great. Okay, so I'm more likely to be able to end up attacking the Dawnwings, and it already has a mystery energy, so the floatstone is actually redundant. I will evolve, and then I think I'm just gonna Sycamore here, right? I think I'm just gonna Sycamore. No, I know why Level Ball, right? But you want to discard Psychic, so playing Nest Ball, Level Ball, Mysterious Treasure, and Ultra Ball, that's way too much. I know Level Ball can find Malamar. I'm questioning the use of Level Ball Or rather, the questionable use would be the Nest Ball, I guess, to an extent. Yeah? Like, that's what I'm questioning, not the use of not the use of Level Ball as in why it's in there, but the use of Level Ball in over Ultra Ball or Mysterious Treasure, or in addition to those and Nest Balls. Yeah. Level Ball in Lost March is broken? Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Because it searches for even Trombeak, right? Searches for even Trombeak. We will be exploring expanded Lost March as well, for sure. Okay, we only hit for 60 damage, which is pretty mediocre, right? But now there's more GXs in play, and that's where our deck definitely thrives. The Psychic I probably should have attached to the Ditto Prism Star, because that could end up turning into the the Trash Challenge card. There are so many decks to take a look at. So many decks to take a look at in Expanded. Okay, so my opponent retreats, attaches, Psychic recharges, and will attack me for 120 damage. Not a big deal whatsoever. Didn't counter the Stadium, so I'm hesitant to discard the Shrine and the Lusamine, right? But I might actually want to discard this energy, because right now I'm only hitting for 60 damage. Well, that's 80 and that's 100, right? So that's a knockout. Yeah, I really should Sycamore here. Okay. So I am able to find an Execute. I'm also able to find the Compressor. Right, so I think I'll just Compressor these two cards. Probably another Compressor, just to thin a little bit more. And then I will go ahead and use my two Ultra Balls, right? I'll definitely go ahead and use my two Ultra Balls. I wish I had attached that instead now. So I'll grab one Alolan Exeggutor, and then I will definitely grab the Garbotoxin card. I mean the Trash Challenge card, but I already have the Garbotoxin. What's my next shiny, Henry? Well, because I got Caterpie, my chain is still going. So I'm gonna stay in the forest and grab as many shinies as I can, either Caterpies, or if something else pops up, that's what I'm going to grab, right? Because as long as you have a chain of 31, you still have, like the shiny odds are increased for everything, right? So Caterpie is definitely the thing that pops out the most. But if I get a shiny Weedle, a Pikachu, a Bulbasaur would be the dream. Then I will wait until I break that chain to then move on to finding other stuff. You know? Okay. Salud. Okay, so Level Ball is playable for everything in Lost March, or in Guru indeed. Jedi, I should do a booster box opening on the stream. Would be nice to watch. I would love to do that. But I usually prefer to sell the boxes that I have, simply because it's a little bit more money, and I usually just buy singles, so I don't really need any cards. If someone were to donate a booster box for that purpose only, then I would definitely do it. Or if a sponsor sent me that, then I would definitely do it. But right now, like, just buying a booster box to open it on stream is just not good. A return of investment, if you will. Yeah, I'd rather use that time doing other stuff. But when I do have loose packs, like I've done opening streams in the past, they were pretty nice. I've done them with my girlfriend as well. Jackwai, what decks have I done so far? I've done Blacephalon and Acanadel in Expanded, and now we are playing Alolan Exeggutor Garbodor. And there's a victory, so the streak continues onwards and upwards. 5-game win streak. Okay, so here's an important question. Do the standard and expanded ladders have different elo ratings? Because I feel like my opponents are playing very suboptimal lists, and that would explain why The games have not been too challenging. Jedi, that would be amazing. Oof, so we get a nice array of energy cards in our hand, but we do not find a way to discard them. And ooh, we're up against Wailord, and I top deck the Ultra Ball, so that's amazing. That is actually amazing. Okay, so I need to be careful here, right? Because he will have Counter Catcher, he will have Guzmas. So do I even really want to grab anything? I guess I wouldn't mind having 2 Alolan Exeggutors out, right? 1 Grass Energy is prized. The Energy Retrieval is not prized. So yeah, I think grabbing Execute is like the safe play, right? Attaching Energy to Thin. Nah, I'll keep that for now. I'm just gonna go ahead and end. You don't think they're separate elos then? Okay, so we're gonna lose the Energy Retrieval, another minus to the Sycamore, right? But as long as we can eventually find the Grass Energy, we should be okay. That thing is annoying. Steven's Resolve is also annoying. So we need to be super cost effective, ideally, right? We need each Grass Energy to get us 2 prizes. We have access to potential 5, definitely 4, but the last Grass Energy could end up being prized. Especially because now we're going to lose the Energy Retrieval, which is the only way we can recover. Is that Wailord stall or known Exodia? I would imagine it's Wailord stall, right? So I'm going to go ahead and Ultra Ball away these 2 for something that I'll probably want to discard, like the Execute. And then I will evolve both Alolan Exeggutors. Imagine if he Skull grants 2 random energies for you, that would be amazing. No Grass Energy though. No Grass Energy here though. So let's go ahead and do this. I'll get rid of the Execute, get rid of the Fire, and then definitely not going to bench the Sudowoodo at any point in time. No grass though, no Grass Energy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sucks, but oh well. Henry, what if I created a link or something for people to donate money so you can buy the booster boxes? I mean, the PayPal, the donation link for streams is right down below. I feel like promoting that too much would be perhaps annoying. Wow, my opponent is playing Shuckle GX, so that definitely changes things, right? Shuckle GX definitely changes things. Now I definitely need Carbotoxin. Now I 100% need Carbotoxin. Yeah. I mean, I could make a goal. Right? I could make a goal of some sort for that. Henry. Okay, I'll definitely play the Shrine. I'm gonna go ahead and bench the Ditto because now I definitely think I need Garbotoxin. The question is, do I bench Marshadow? Yeah. I feel like I should just focus on getting a knockout this turn. Okay, so there's a grass, and there's the potential to get rid of the thing, right? So, wait, is that enough? 1, 2, 3, 4. That is actually not enough, so I'm gonna have to Battle Compressor away my own Grass Energy, which is not great because it once again limits my damage output. Not gonna need another Alolan Exeggutor, right? We have revealed we are playing Garb, but I definitely won't need another Trubbish. Okay, so Tropical Shake for the knockout thanks to the Shrine, right? That's one reason why Choice Band might be better, because it hits, well, nah, it's probably not better. There's the Dark Energy that we needed to have access to rather than discarding the grass. Do you think Iris is a good version of Kukui expanded? Yes, I do. Especially in Zoroark deck, I think it could be potentially useful. We're gonna see a Surrogate 3 GX. Oh no. Circuitry GX just in time. Right, he's gonna put my Garbodor into my price cards. Which price cards did I grab? The bottom two or the top two? Okay. Why can't I see my price cards? Why can't I click on my price cards to see them? Okay. So... now my opponent knows my hand. He put the Whaler back into his hand. I'm going to hit for a lot of damage here. Do I want to end? I think I do, right? I think I do want to end. Ugh. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm gonna end him. We need him to whiff recovery somehow. That's so unfortunate though. So unfortunate I'm only running one Garbodor and that I had it in my hand just in time for him to have the energy plus the circuitry. Okay, I mean it comes down to him having healing, right? Which most of the time he will. Hasn't found stadiums though. Trainer's Mail for max potion, I would assume. The good part here is that if he Team Flare grunts, then he's not using Acerola or AZ, right? And if he uses Acerola or AZ, he's not using Team Flare grunt. Okay, so there's the AC. Oh boy, and there's the stadium. Yikes. To say we are in trouble would be an understatement. Is my Luzamine also prized? My Luzamine is also prized. Jeez. Ah, such bad timing. Such bad timing of the GX attack, or perfect timing rather for my opponent, I guess. I mean, I'll just attach energies, right? It's what I have to do. The Luzamine would have been really good to battle out the Shrine of Punishments. The Garbotoxin, the key card. The key card. I mean, best case scenario, maybe I shouldn't have discard the energy actually. Yeah, I should not have discard the energy. I should not have discarded the energy. Okay, so I guess he's debating on whether to Steven or AZ. He's going to Steven, so that means this sticks, and I am 100% going to use N here. Yeah, I should not have discarded the dark energy. And I should have been attaching more energy to the active as well. That was a big mistake. It was indeed a big mistake. Oh, chooses to Acerola instead of Stevens though. And at least I can discard that. So I'm gonna be patient on the end here. I'm just gonna take a knockout. I wish you could field blower these guys. So he's likely going to Stevens this turn, right? Girafarik just beats this in Zoro control? Yes, it should. What card would I like to pull from a shiny booster? That's a good question. Probably Garbodor GX. Probably Garbodor GX would be my dream. Versus for Steven, but doesn't play it. Why would that indicate a Stream Sniper though? There's a Steven, so we're 100% ending this turn. And keeping the Verseeker as a Verseeker. The issue is, I should not have discarded that energy. That was silly. That was silly, and now I have my energy retrieval in the discard as well. Robo-subs are so bad indeed. I mean, this deck in general is so annoying to play against, right? Triple Mode, thank you so much for the follow. I'm just gonna go ahead and end here. Kind of want to play the Muscle Band, but also kind of don't want to. Because decking out is a thing, right? Decking out is a thing. The Dowsing Machine. Dowsing Machine gets me energy retrieval. And then my opponent is angry. It's like, dude, you're playing this deck. What do you expect? Do you expect me to just let you keep your hand every time? Jakoi, that was indeed Banjo-Kazooie for the follow. Yeah, everyone who follows ends up hearing the Banjo-Kazooie Golden Feather sound. I'm a big fan of Banjo-Kazooie. Maybe I'll stream that game someday. Nah, I doubt he's stream sniping. Okay, the Max Potion is potentially annoying. There's a Tropical Beach. Do I want Banjo-Kazooie in Smash? I would love to have Banjo-Kazooie in Smash, yes. Oh my gosh, he had the Plumeria. Ugh. Okay, so Shrine. And then I will Propagation. Did I get the remakes for the PS4? There weren't any Banjo-Kazooie remakes for PS4. That's exclusive for Xbox, right? Oh my gosh. I mean, this game 100% comes down to my opponent hitting that Garbotoxin off of that stadium. I mean, off of that circuitry. That was insane good luck. Oh, I'm sorry, Henry. I'm really sorry that happened. Trainer's Mail. I never played the Nuts and Bolts Banjo game, no. Is my opponent gonna Plumeria here? I assume so. Or he's gonna Acerola. I hope he Stevens. Team Skull Grunts, okay. I mean, that gets rid of an energy guaranteed, because he knew I had that energy in my hand. But I still have an energy left in the deck, right? So I need to get that to get a knockout. I need to get that to get a knockout here. So I have 5 cards left. I mean, I do have Versus Seeker, so I should go all out, I think, here. So I have the Reseeker for N. I just need the last card not to be the energy, and it isn't. Perfect. So 140 plus the stadium, perfect knockout. Finally, right? Finally, I assume this is the Garb? Yes, that's the Garb, perfect. I did not find the grass. I can Field Blower this Muscle Band if he tries to lock this guy up. My last card is Verse Seeker, which I can use in order to prevent myself from decking myself out. Removing a potential Steven's hand, and then continuing to attack. I don't think so. I don't think Banjo-Kazooie is in there for PS4. Third. That's the last Robosub at least though. That's the last Robosub. I wish Fieldor could get rid of Robosubs. That would be amazing. This is a very interesting match for sure though. Is he going to Stevens? Removing energy? Yeah. Okay, so the end is amazing here. Because we get extra turns. We also have the stretcher to just put back cards. Right? And I can put back the Marshall, which is another shuffle. Shuffle card potential. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 item cards. So still not enough to KO that thing. A Wailord. Okay, so I guess I can't Marshadow technically. So I'll evolve into that guy, and then I'm gonna go ahead and end here. That's my last versus Seeker. That is indeed my last versus Seeker. So we get rid of the cards he Stevens resolved for. How long am I streaming for today, Henry? Probably for around 2 hours. So like half an hour more. So yeah. Okay, so we discard that guy. We have enough energy. No more abilities, so Shuckle cannot stall us out anymore. We've only seen 2 Tropical Beaches and no Lusamine so far. Snorlax block ability, not relevant. Oh my gosh. Oof. Team Rocket's handiwork failed. Should I Guzman? No, I shouldn't. Oh, that Team Rocket's handiwork. One head flip would have been game. Well, actually no, thanks to the Colress. No, it would have been. No, it wouldn't have been. Okay. So 130 damage. I top deck the Floatstone. That is going to be game. We can retreat because Garbotoxin shuts off this, right? 140 damage. KO and GG. That was insane. That was super intense. That was seriously very, very intense. We did so much damage. We barely won. The streak is still alive. That was definitely a serious deck for sure. A very cool deck as well. Right? That's very, very cool deck as well. And very satisfying to win against those sort of decks. Yeah. What other decks do I have on tap? I mean, the next deck I wanted to feature was perhaps Durant. Durant seems like a cool Fontius deck. I also have the Glacian deck as well available. This will probably be the last game of the stream though. Creepy Gretzley, thank you so much for the 14-bit cheer. Very kind of you. Not the best hand here, because we don't have any draw supporter at all, so we need a good top deck here. And then, like, today's the first day where I am, like, finally getting back into Expanded. Yeah, so eventually I will be streaming other stuff. We are up against Puzzle, which is bad news. I don't think I either bench the Exeggutes or do anything else. What am I playing for Anaheim? Impossible to say right now. Really impossible to say right now. So eventually, like, I do want to try out Mega Gardevoir with Giratina. That seems interesting. I want to try Zoro Control, regular Zoroark with Alolan Mach. There are so many things to try out. Archies as well. Yeah, a lot of things. Okay, so this is bad. This is really, really bad. I'm gonna have to sacrifice an egg here. Right? Sacrificing an egg seems like the best call here. And I'm gonna go ahead and play the Shrine. Gonna go ahead and attach the Fire. That way it gets discarded as well, and I will pass. We're not completely out of it yet. Let's see if we can keep this streak alive. You're most likely going to Madison Regionals in June for your graduation present. That's pretty cool, Berserk. I don't know, like I know I'm going to AAC in June. I don't know if I'm going to any regionals in June. Depends on where I'm at for the day 2 invite. Okay, so Exeggutor goes down. Garbodor gets targeted. I feel like targeting the Trubbish would have been better. A single item card. Ugh. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and retreat. Now I'm gonna Guzma this guy. And I will pass. A little bit more Shrine damage, which is always good. How much CP is day 2 for this year? There's no minimum, right? It's top 8 for Latin America, top 16 for North America. There's no the back Guzma. There's no you get X amount of CP and you get day 2. You know, I won't know how much day 2 CP is until I'm actually I should play Greninja Break at Anaheim. Definitely not. Archie's is indeed very fast. Okay, so my opponent will be able to take 2 prizes here, so I am allowed to bench these guys. In case he misplays and doesn't target down the Garb. Do you need Skyfield in Zoro Queen? Zoro Vespiquen? Probably. Because I assume you would run Alolan Mock as well. It's not based on CP, Jack White. Day 1 invite is based on CP. Day 2 is not based on CP. Okay, so he doesn't misplay, clearly. With so many decks that depend on abilities, you should play Greninja Break at Anaheim. I'd rather play Garbodor and Garb than Greninja Break at Anaheim. Okay, so finally we top deck a potentially useful card. Miserable setup indeed. We definitely don't have knockout. We're only hitting for 60 damage. If I had found a Battle Compressor, this would have been insane. Or Mr. Mime. I don't think I should. Well, yeah, I should stretch her back. It doesn't matter. No, I mean I'm probably not gonna set up Garbotoxin anyways. I should bring back the Execute. Like if I'm going to win. Actually no, I shouldn't. I shouldn't bench that yet. Right? I shouldn't bench that yet. Battle Compressor of that Cynthia would have been great. We are most likely going to lose indeed. We are most likely than not going to lose this game. Tama Drummer. It's only a couple extra seconds to close it up though. That play might indicate that my opponent has Muscle Band Guzma for the win. No, he will have a Zerola though. 1-1 Ditto Alolan Muck. In Zoroquin, yeah. I mean, you could also play 1 Grimer, right? Like, you're definitely gonna play Ditto in Zoroquin, so why wouldn't you play Alolan Muck? It shuts off Shuckle, it shuts off Surgitry, it shuts off Sudowoodo. Right, now I can't bench an Execute, so I should have benched an Execute the previous turn. Oops. If I had N, maybe I would have a chance. No, I don't have a chance anymore. My opponent has to be holding onto P-String, right? He's got to be holding onto P-String. I'm not even KOing here. Yeah, I'm just gonna scoop. Let's move on to the next game. I had a very small chance if over that Cynthia I could have gotten a knockout. In that situation I only had 0 chance. Substrike and Vespa is amazing. I imagine it to be. It's like you play 4-4 Vespiquen, 3-3, maybe 2-2 Zoroark, the Ditto, Leylis, Shamans, and one of Alolan Mog. Perhaps Substrika, a 1/1 line. There's so much you can do with Vespiquen because you can play so many like tech Pokemon. Oof, another unplayable hand. The deck was working out so nicely and now we're just getting some really bad draws. Now we're just getting some really bad draws. Okay. So we're up against Hoopa. Definitely not afraid to be playing against that. However, I literally have nothing. I literally have nothing. Can't go Shrine Route. Yeah, Vespiquen with Shrine could be decent. It's an energy denial Hoopa. I mean, he's doing us a favor, right? He's doing us a favor by removing the energy. Sends us a heart and a hello, we'll do the same. Any resources he wastes on these type of energy are fine because he's not using them on goodbye Ditto. He's not using them on grass or psychic energy, which we do need for Garbodor and Execute. Okay. So we'll just pass and we'll see what happens. What does Mr. Mime do? Its ability, Punk Ping, bench barrier, prevent all damage done to your bench Pokemon by attack. So because Execute only has 30 damage, and Jet Punch is a thing, that way you protect your Executes. Okay, so this is gonna be cool. Yeah, because I can discard one of these. I guess one Psychic, and then I can discard a Sycamore. Not a Sycamore, a Cynthia. Let's be a bit more passive, I guess. And then let's go ahead and lose Amin for the Cynthia, and now we can Cynthia next turn. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess I'll touch it there, and then I'll pass. Final play Psychic Mime. That way you can play Mysterious Treasure and get use out of those for Mr. Mime and card line. I mean, Jackoai, you already have Ultra Balls, you have Executes to make the Ultra Balls really good. We're not looking to like... Garbodor is not the main attraction of the deck either. And Metal Weakness is much better to have than Psychic Weakness. So that's something definitely to consider rather. And okay, so we're hitting for 100 here. I'll just go ahead and Tropical Shake. Do I like Zoroark Expanded? King Maxwell, I do. Zoroark and Zoroark are both probably very good plays. We're gonna see a Crushing Hammer. Tails Flip, that's great. We're gonna see a Nest Ball for a Hoopa. I imagine my opponent is running Shockle GX, right? He should be at least. So I'm gonna bench the Trubbish now. I'm gonna play this. I will be drawing my first prize card here. Right? I will be drawing my first prize card, and I do get to Colress. Do I want to play the Ultra Ball now? Probably not, actually. So I'm gonna triple Propagation, and then I will Colress for 7, giving me extra options. I will get a prize card, which is great. And then, as long as we keep finding energy, eventually we should be fine. I do have to be taking knockouts every turn, though, to make my energy a lot more efficient, or cost efficient. So... okay, Tropical Shake, triple versus Seeger, plus Field Blower, plus... The Muscle Plant is an important card, because that way, if I have to recover the grass from the discard pile, I can steal Muscle Plant for 120. The Field Blower is good as well, if there's more Fighting Fury Belts in the future. So yeah, I don't want to play into Psychic Weakness. That's the main reason why I don't have the Psychic Mr. Mime. We're going to see a Counter Catcher. The Counter Catcher is definitely annoying. Now we need to find either our Trashalanche, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oof. Okay. So There's not much we can do other than Cynthia here. I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna Cynthia. I don't want to Sycamore all these resources away. Ugh. And I'll pass. Trick Shovel. Discards my dowsing machine. That's very annoying for sure. Oh, 4 heads flips. I mean 2 heads flips. Did not hit a Floatstone, which is nice. I did grab this, or top deck this rather. So I'll grab the Exeggutor. And then he's played that 7th item card, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 7 item cards. So either Floatstone or Ultra Ball get me a knockout here. And I want to keep the energy retrieval. That's why I'm choosing to Versigur for Cynthia rather than Sycamore away. Come on. Where are my Ultra Balls? I haven't played a single Ultra Ball so far. Where are my Ultra Balls? That is not very nice. I Berserk, what deck is that? Oh, 2 special charge for Transmail, 1 energy Lodo? For what deck though? Oh, for Zoroark, you mean? Why do I top deck a Grass? A useful card. I'm just gonna Kuzma here. Okay, I will Compressor, right? I will go ahead and build Compressor, the Pseudo Wuro, the other Compressor, and a Shrine. Those are not useful cards. And then I'm gonna attach the extra energy there, and I'm gonna Tropical Shake. That way I am now immune to Team Flurgrunt. Right, I am now immune to Team Flurgrunt. I get another Grass. Can we win next turn? Trick Shovel. We have used a lot of Versus Seekers. Discarded an N. We are okay with that. Will Guzma, the Trubbish, but we have another energy to retreat, which is fine. Right? Which is perfectly fine. Because we get a knockout here, get another prize card, and then my opponent is probably down to the top deck, and even if he top decks something, we probably get the knockout on the Latias. The Guzma gets us another prize card. This is 2 prizes, so we should be good. We should be good. Am I a professor? No, I am not a professor. For Ultra Ball prized, almost. I am not a Pokemon professor, so I cannot play in that Professor Cup. But I don't think I would have much interest in doing so. We find a Guzman, we find a Floatstone. 2 cards that might have been useful. And we find a Muscle Plant. We won't get a knockout because my opponent did find a Counter Stadium. So we're 20 damage short. We do find Sycamore. Is that worth it though? I think I'm gonna be conservative here. I'm just gonna 2-hit KO this guy. I'm just gonna 2-hit KO. Oh, Acerola, that's annoying. Will Rescue Stretcher back. Another Hoopa. So we still haven't won yet, but we should be winning soon. Tropical Shake. Get us another prize card. We know he has a Latios in his hand. A Latias, sorry, in his hand. We still have the energy retrieval, so we could still attack with Trash Avalanche if it came down to that. I'm gonna see a Lysander once again on the Trubbish, but we have the Floatstone. So I guess my opponent must be debating here on whether, or he probably was debating on whether he should have kept the Latias in his hand and therefore I can't Kuzma out of this situation, or not bench it and then be fine with and then assume I don't have a way to retreat. Yeah. So we're in the final stretch. My opponent finds a Cynthia, that doesn't matter. I have 10 cards left in my deck. We see the Fighting Fury Belt. I mean, my win condition is still Trash Challenge 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, but I can't retreat, so never mind. I can't retreat, so never mind. I'm just gonna attack. And then if he brings up the Mr. Mime, I can retreat. If he brings up the Alolan Exeggutor, I can attack again. If he brings up the Executes, I can Ultra Volt for the Exeggutor. Then Mars hits the Sycamore, and we get the well played by my opponent. So I did say I expect Mill to be quite popular. Garbotoxin is a great asset against Mill. Non-GX attackers are also great against Mill, especially 1 energy attackers. Fold Stones are also great, so lots and lots of great resources against Mill for this deck. And we did lose that one game where we completely dead drew, breaking our hot streak, but we were able to recover from that. And so with that, guys, that will be all for today. I really appreciate your support, guys. I really appreciate the support today. It's been amazing. Thank you so much to everyone who has viewed, subscribed, and especially those who donated Twitch bits. Very appreciated. They really do make a big difference, guys. You have no idea how big a difference you guys make. If you're watching YouTube, don't forget to leave a like on the video. It helps out the channel immensely. And so I will be seeing you guys tomorrow for more expanded action. I'll be bringing other new decks.